Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Because you were copping an attitude with one of my officers.
Is your officer on duty? Is he on duty?
He's wearing a
Is he on duty? Is he on duty?
He is on duty. Listen to what I'm saying. He's on duty 24/7.
Okay.
Just like I am.
Okay.
So yes, he's technically on duty right now.
Okay. Is there a reason why you pulled me over?
Because you were having an attitude because you're.
Because I wasn't talking to somebody.
Can I finish what I'm saying?
No, because if you're not pulling me over for some reason, I'm leaving. I'm not going to sit here and be harassed.
Okay. Pull away.
Okay. Are you pulling me over for a reason?
Yes.
What's the reason?
Because your two children were in a car.
First of all, they're not my two children.
Okay. Then why are they in your car?
Because I'm taking them to their parents who don't have a vehicle.
Okay.
Because the bus didn't drop them off at their house.
Don't cop an attitude with me.
Well, you're asking me questions and you're accusing me of stuff that you don't even know. They're my two kids. They're not my two kids.
Well, you're transporting them.
Okay, that's right. So am I getting a ticket? Am I pulled over for any certain reason? Or may I go?
If you don't mind, you're closer than
I suggest you get a car seat for those children the next time they're in the other car.
They're in a car seat.
In the other car.
Okay, thank you. Y'all have a nice day.
Have a good day.
You too.
Are y'all both here this evening?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I want to see if I can have a meeting with you.
We're going to do it right here in front of all the video cameras with audio.
I want to, I guess, talk to you about what happened with the officers yesterday.
You want to talk to me about what happened to my officers.
Mm-hmm.
We're on video right now, and I'm going to record everything that ever happens with you ever
Okay.
again, because
Okay.
what you've decided to put out on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
The female who was driving that car with those
Okay,
two
I wasn't in
children
that car.
should...
Can you tell me how I can talk to you in the counselor's office? Because I knew that he was going to cover up for his buddy.
Okay,
So how can I
lady,
go to the
lady,
counselor's
this is
I'm not
now
talking
over.
to you. I'm not
Criminal
talking to you.
trespass.
I'm
You
not
leave
talking
now,
to you.
or you're going to
Can
go
you
to
tell me who
jail.
I could talk to?
You
Please
step
do not
outside
touch
here
me.
right
Do
now.
not touch
I'm
me.
telling you to leave the building. You're making a disturbance.
I'm telling you, do not touch
Do
me.
it now, lady.
Can you tell me who I could talk to for the counselor's office? Okay, thank you.
Get over here, Dutton.
Okay, thank you.
Leave the building. You can
I'm
wait for the
waiting on the
councilman out
number.
here. He
Okay, that's
already
fine.
knows. Leave the building now.
I'm waiting for her to hand me the number.
I will give you the number. Step out of the building. Trust me, he's
Thank
on his
you.
way. Leave the building.
That's good. Let's go.
In the future, we will not have any mercy or any toleration
That's
for
great.
y'all's constant breaking of the law
That's great.
and blaming it on the police
That's
department. Leave the building.
Come on. Come on.
Do it now.
Come on. No, I already had
talking
a,
to
I already
her,
had
not
a
to
meeting
you.
with the news. Come on. Let's go. This is just more I can add to it.
Knock your lights out, baby.
I will. Yep, I did.
Watch, power-tripping cops illegally pull woman over to harass her for her attitude. An innocent woman was threatened by two officers when they pulled her over to harass her over her attitude when she went to file a complaint. The chief threatened her too. By Jack Burns, February 2, 2018. Leafield, GA. Cindy Bodaford Lee claims various police officers from the Brooklyn Police Department have engaged in a pattern of harassment which has crossed several lines of ethics and legality, and she has the video to back it up. Lee is now seeking an attorney to file a lawsuit against the police for illegally stopping her, and making various unspecified threats of arrest. Lee says it all started when off-duty Brooklyn police officer, Charles Dutton, accused her of transporting children without proper child seats and boosters. According to Alon, Georgia, Charles Dutton approached the vehicle about the children not being restrained in the other vehicle. Lee said she agreed that the children should be restrained, but that it was not her vehicle in question. Lee said one of the children giggled and Dutton looked at him and said, "You think this SHT is effing funny?" Lee left the gas station and proceeded to go home, with the children properly buckled in, when she was pulled over by the on-duty officer and an off-duty. The children aren't hers and neither was the car in question, but Lee was accused nonetheless. In fact, the children were properly restrained when she says Dutton and another on-duty Brooklyn officer pulled her over to harass her for getting an attitude with Dutton. And she has video proof. Because you were copying an attitude with one of my officers, one of the cops plainly stated on video. Is he on duty? Lee asked. The officer responded he has a badge and a gun and is on duty 24/7, which was likely an admission. The other police officer, standing in the background, was off the clock. Lee then asked the all-important question TFTP has encouraged everyone to ask, is there a reason you pulled me over? Advertisement. Because you were having an attitude, the officer stated before being interrupted by Lee. If you're not pulling me over for some reason, then I'm leaving. I'm not going to sit here and be harassed, the strong woman asserted. Lee then had to set the record straight after the officer told Lee her 2 children were improperly restrained in the other vehicle. First of all, they're not my 2 children, she stated. Then why are they in your car? Asked the officer. Because I am taking them to their parents because their parents don't have a vehicle. Because the bus didn't drop them off at their house, she stated. Lee seemed to have been behaving respectfully, but the officer took offense at the way she responded. He said, "Don't cop an attitude with me." Lee then fired back with her own contention. "You're asking me questions and you're accusing me of stuff that you don't even know. They're not my 2 kids, so am I getting a ticket? Am I pulled over for some certain reason, or am I free to go?" After telling Lee she should get car seats for the car which doesn't belong to her, he allowed her to leave. Lee should have been commended for having the children properly restrained and the issue could have been de-escalated, but with modern-day policing methods at work, the situation only got worse for her. So she decided to file a claim of police harassment with the chief of police. As TFTP has reported on numerous occasions, filing an official complaint on an officer can be a dangerous situation, and Lee's attempt to file a complaint against Brooklyn's finest was no exception. Attempting to file a formal complaint against the 2 officers, Lee met with Brooklyn PD Chief of Police Doug Meyer at police headquarters. Meyer wanted to make it clear to Lee he was video recording the entire conversation because Lee had been outspoken in the community with her criticisms of the alleged illegal traffic stop. "We're on video right now and I'm going to record anything that ever happens with you ever again because what you decide to put out on the streets." The apparently hostile tone with which Meyer spoke with her prompted Lee to ask to speak with Councilman William Griffith. That request angered Meyer, who then ordered Lee to leave the public property or be charged with criminal trespassing. He then communicated what could be construed as veiled threats against the woman if she continued to speak out supposedly. "In the future, we will not have any mercy or toleration for y'all's constant breaking of the law and blaming it on the police department. Leave the building." Lee was not only disallowed from filing an official complaint against the 2 harassing officers, but she was ordered out of police headquarters without being able to speak with the councilman. She did, however, secure the official complaint form and met with Griffith off-site to voice her objections to the unconscionable behavior of the chief and his officers. As she was leaving, Lee promised, "I have a meeting with the news. This is more I can just add to it." Meyer responded with the type of threat usually reserved for a fistfight, "Knock your lights out, lady." Lee's case serves to illustrate how even casual contacts with police officers can lead to conflict. Not only does it seem the officers were abusing their badges by pulling over someone because they were copying an attitude with police, but when citizens feel they have a justifiable complaint, they're often unable to hold those officers accountable through official chains of command. Once again, Lee's recordings show just how important it is to video every interaction with police. Here is the video of the illegal traffic stop. Here is the video of the raging chief.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give. And it's a nice thing too, because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me, and I'm sick of it. So I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.